We have seen that latitude is measured in degrees, either north or south of the equator. We will now look at what happens when we move from one position to another, in terms of the change in the latitude. CPL is an abbreviation for a change of latitude, from one latitude to another latitude. If we were to move from the equator, north-south 0000, to north 3000, we would have travelled through 30 degrees of latitude. In other words, the CPL would be 30 degrees. In this case, the direction would be north. Let's look at some special lines of latitude and the CPL when moving from one to another. There are several special lines of latitude on the Earth. These are the Arctic Circle, the Tropic of Cancer, the Equator, the Tropic of Capricorn, and the Antarctic Circle. We can determine the CPL from one to another. For example, from the equator to the Tropic of Capricorn, we can see that the CPL is 23.5 degrees in a southerly direction. From the Tropic of Capricorn to the Antarctic Circle, the CPL is another 43 degrees, still heading south. If we went from the Tropic of Capricorn to the Arctic Circle, we would have 23.5 degrees to go to the equator, and then a further 66.5 degrees to go to the Arctic Circle. The CPL would therefore be a total of 90 degrees in a northerly direction. The value of CPL is used to solve many navigation problems. For example, what is the CPL from south 3312 to north 4757? From the southerly latitude to the equator is 33 degrees and 12 minutes. From the equator to the northerly latitude is 47 degrees and 57 minutes. Starting with the minutes, 2 and 7 are 9, 1 and 5 are 6, which is 1 whole degree, so carry the 1. 3 and 7 plus the 1 is 11. 3 and 4 plus the 1 is 8. So CPL from south 3312 to north 4757 is 81 degrees and 9 minutes. It is clear that you will need to be familiar with addition and subtraction of hours and minutes of angles. Let's now consider the route between 2 points. For example, from north 8000 on the prime meridian to north 7000 on the anti-meridian of Greenwich. By viewing the Earth from above the pole, it becomes easier to visualize. For this example, we will consider that we will fly north on the prime meridian over the North Pole, then south along the anti-meridian. There is a CPL of 10 degrees to the North Pole, and then a further 20 degrees to the north 7000 latitude. So the CPL would be 30 degrees. The easiest way to solve calculations of CPL is to therefore imagine the Earth in its three-dimensional form, rather than just as a two-dimensional flat map.